What's up, everybody? RagingTurboNerd here, playing a little bit more Chicken Police, picking up where we left off over at the Czar Club. And, yeah, we're gonna roll with it, see what happens. Check this, shenazzy joint out here, you know?
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
Gross.
So says the little butt jam.
Butt jam, I'm going to remember that one, I like that.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
I like that. Butt jam. Sonny's got, he's got it, man.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Yeah, what?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
I typically just punch things, you know.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
She's probably taking a crap.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
Me and Sonny are exactly the same in that regard. I'm always making terrible, stupid puns.
You just need to get used to it again.
What if,
My friends of 20 years say that all the time. They're forced to hear my horrific sense of humor most of the time, so I feel for Marty.
this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
Womp womp womp.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
I try.
So, am I supposed to be?
This is the...
He looks like... I try.
Was I supposed to talk to him? Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting. Oh, hi. I keep forgetting I can look left and right. I'm a serious gamer, guys. Oh, henchmen?
Huh. Another lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Oh, Lord.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
Me too, buddy. Me too. Snacks and sweets. Good cup of coffee. Sleep. My cat. Bad jokes. All right. Never mind.
No shit.
You think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the end and the poor detective's left stranded?
Yep, just like life.
Ooh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye, hired to look for a woman, then gets into some kind of blackmail thing that's connected to the first case, and...
Sounds oddly familiar.
Hey, Marty?
What, yeah?
I don't give a shit.
Oh, I know this fodder guy. He was kinda good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
I love going to the movies. Me and my friends used to go a lot. I mean, a lot. We used to go see, like, pretty much all the new stuff. And, you know, currently it's been kind of weird, you know, with the whole pandemic going on, like I love going to the movies. And now I can't think of going back to the movies. It's kind of strange. I do know I'm not going to spend $30 damn dollars to watch the new Disney movie. I already pay for Disney Plus. I'm not. No. I will wait. Because all those people who paid $30 for Mulan and that sucked. Anyways, rant over. Just kind of felt nostalgic for a brief second there and had to kind of go off on a tangent.
Exactly 12 years ago.
Whoa, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. And nothing else.
Had our beaks together the whole time.
You're a clucking poet. I mean it.
Oh, I can't look at the last one. I guess we'll talk to this henchman, eh?
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Very obvious.
Of course he's not.
Can't talk to him. Zoop. I guess I should probably...
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
If I figure out what this guy's staring at.
Hey, there's Filmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Filmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
That's what his calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to. Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Filmar Lowe.
I love this game's sense of humor.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
Maybe to beat someone up. I mean,
We
come
stick out. Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Filmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Interesting. What was that about? I assume I'm going to have to talk to those two. I'll talk to the bartender real quick.
2 whiskeys, kid. And no horsing around.
Oh.
I've never heard that one before.
I was not expecting that voice to come out of that gentleman.
Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface. Give me a glass of tap water, too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it with me now. What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So?
So we're confiscating it as evidence.
Yeah. Well, more like stealing it. But if it's easier for you...
The honesty. At least he's honest.
Ah, you're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Oh no, you gotta spill the beans, buddy.
Good. And let it stay that way.
Or not.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Okay. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, that's Ibn.
That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Isn't that...
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
Sure.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
Well, I think so. I'd assume so.
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken Police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
It's fair. It's a fair point.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
You sound like you're happy.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
You know, just in a day's work. You know, it's just normal. It's a Tuesday.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter. But to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Are you chewing on some cheese?
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Interesting. Interesting. I think she's kind of keeping an eye on him. And I'm wondering if my man is being drugged, so he's compliant. And that's how Natasha took over his criminal empire.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Oh, we gonna bust out the questioning. Oh, it's just normal questioning. I thought I was gonna get a chance to do
Nice bunker you got here.
Good cop, bad cop.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
Ah, there we go.
Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet. How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Okay.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans, If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now.
He's tricky, mistrustful, and secretive. Or so tricky. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him.
You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler. Though I've heard you're quite the speaker.
Look, I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But, I'm no fan of interrogation on a night out. Are you even on duty?
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Let's talk about something else. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush. Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies, or insane fans. Psychopath pianists, perhaps.
Not the psychopath pianists. You at least expect them.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe?
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha. But he's, more like the kiss on the hand, flowers bowing type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it. Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
Darn it.
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
No, I was just asking, actually.
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha. She's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
Very romantic.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Classy.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
That's a good point, actually.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend. Roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
I mean, a very solid question to be asking.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Never a fan of the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
Yeah, why you? You're right, but why you?
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Hey, nice. 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 The legendary chicken police back in action. Still a bit weary, but untarnished. Good work. Ibn's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh,
Marty, you don't have as much
Please,
game as you
take a
thought.
seat. The show's gonna start soon.
That was, unique.
Yeah, I apologize about that being a little quiet. I've had a lot of trouble getting the audio balance correct, and one thing for this game is the music is super loud. So I had to like crank the music down a little bit so it wasn't drowning me out when I was trying to talk. So I apologize for that one, guys.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Well, very interesting because her eyes are very obviously a bright green while everything else is black and white.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
Truth.
You were amazing, dear, as always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
Okay.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey,
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
And then the secret handshake.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Well, very interesting. Things are starting to heat up in Chicken Police. The mystery is starting to come together. We are detecting as detectives do. It's a fun game. It's funny. And I'm enjoying it. Hopefully you guys are too. Like, comment, subscribe, hang out. Let me bump everything in my room as I attempt to adjust my chair. And yeah. Hope you guys liked the video. And I hope to catch you